What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video, and on this video it is going to be a trade recap on today's trade. So I ended up taking two trades today, both were L's, so I'm gonna just be going over the trade recap on today's trade. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so I turned on my computer at 7:30, so let's just start off right here. Right, so if we go to the daily time frame, right, you guys know that we are bearish on the 4 hour. Basically, we're creating lower highs and lower lows, right? But for these past few, during Asia session and before Asia session, we had a push to the upside, right? We did have a huge push to the upside, and EMAs on the 5 minute were with us. Okay, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go with what the EMAs are telling me. Yes, we are on a bearish trend, but we might be looking for a reversal now. Reason being why I think we were going for a reversal was just because we had tapped into this New York, which was yesterday, May 4th. We had swept New York's high, so I'm like, okay, if we take out New York's high, we might keep pushing even higher. Alright, so that was my bias for basically to go for buys. Okay, so I don't know why it's not like that. Okay, so this is what the market looked like, right? So I was going for this 15 minute, or not 15 minute, this 5 minute zone right here, which did end up getting tapped into. Decided not to take this trade just because well, you can see right now. Okay, we did close alright on my zone, inside my zone, which is still valid either way. But what happens next, I was waiting for a 13 EMA breakout candle, which I did not get because of this. So instead of going for break of the candle, I was going for a 13 EMA breakout trade, right? Which of course I did not end up getting, because look how big this candle turned out to be, right? So basically this trade would have won if I would have taken a 13 EMA breakout, which I didn't end up doing. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna wait to see what happens. Took out New York's previous high, so let's see what happens next, right? So this is when we started consolidating. Okay, so right here it created another 5 minute zone, right? So once, I don't know if you guys trade gold or not, but whenever you trade gold, when gold pumps up, sometimes it doesn't tend to come back and retest. Sometimes it just gives you another demand zone, retest that demand zone, and just keeps pushing even higher. So this is what I thought was going to happen, right? So this was the 5 minute zone that did get tapped into right here. I took a trade off of a 13 EMA breakout, which, not this one, because we did have news at 9 a.m. So I did not take this trade. I waited after 9 a.m. I was like, okay, if we do get another push to the upside, breakout candle, I'll take this, which we ended up doing. But next candle just obliterated me and literally stopped me out. Okay, so I was like, okay, whatever, it is what it is. I'm just gonna wait for this zone to get tapped into during the 15 minute, right? So it has a 15 minute demand zone right here. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wait for this to get tapped into and then just take out New York's previous high. Reason why I lost this trade was because I did not wait for a candle close. Okay, I did not wait for the candle close to fully close, right? This is a 5 minute. I entered 1 minute before it finally closed, right? So this wick right here, it came down all the way down here. I'm sorry, didn't come down. It tapped immediately and immediately rejected, right? It went from bearish to bullish candle, which I did enter just because it literally rejected immediately. I thought we were gonna push to the upside immediately, but then no, 1 minute left, it reversed on me, stopped me out, fully closed, and then ended up winning. So that was my mistake. And yeah, all I can do is just learn from it. I'm gonna just put this on my journal, and also avoid trades like these, right? As you guys can see, this is a demand zone, but is it not a quality demand zone, right? We didn't have a good push to the upside, right? There was news, it wasn't a good quality zone. This right here is the difference. We had a good push to the upside, came back and retested, closed. We had a 13 EMA close, and as well as a breakout candle as well. So that is literally my mistake, and it's one of the dumbest mistakes I have done. So I ended up losing two trades. I ended up losing $145 just because I ended up taking a trade for $83, ended up losing that, and then I took another one for $60, ended up losing that. But yeah, it is what it is. All I can do is just learn from it. But yeah, these two were winning trades. If I would have taken this one off of 13 EMA, I'm sorry, breakout candle, then I would have won. If I would have taken this one when I would have waited, I would have won as well. So it's just really frustrating that I'm losing over these small mistakes, but it is what it is. I have to learn from them and just be more disciplined and wait. But yeah, we have Wednesday and Thursday. NFP week is this Friday, so I won't be trading on Friday, but I will be trading tomorrow and Thursday as well. So hopefully, let's see what we get. But yeah, very unfortunate of me, very dumb mistakes that I should have not lost today, but it is what it is. Let me show you guys another trade as well. I did see this while I was just looking at the market, but I did see this. I saw a 5-minute zone. Let me just replay this right here in NQ that I did see. We did have a 5-minute demand zone, right? We could have taken this for 13 EMA. Sorry, break out the candle, stop loss below right here, and you could have won for a 1-to-1. Okay, so yeah, this trade is a winner. These two other trades are winners as well. But yeah, it was a very dumb mistake. As you guys can see, look at this candle, literally stopped me out and then completed the trade that I was supposed to be in. All I can do, like I said, is just learn from it. But yeah, other than that, boys, make sure you guys like and subscribe. I'm gonna keep posting these videos. I'm always gonna do trade recaps on every single trade that I take. Monday I did not post a video because I did not take a trade. Yesterday I did not take a trade because there was nothing really much for me to go for. Everything was just consolidating, so I decided not to take a trade yesterday. And yeah, but today was my first L of May, and it is what it is. But we have Wednesday, Thursday, we have the rest of this month. Hopefully it gets better. But yeah, boys, other than that, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Se meten los de las capuchas, andan bien